Okay, so people contact me from time to time, and man, I like your videos, man. I think you're a stand-up guy. You know, dude, I want to offer you a position where are you decision maker? No, they're not decision makers. They feel like they got some influence. I don't know. None of it's ever panned out. I mean, if you have a job and and you think you can help me get in somewhere, I'll listen to you and I'll pay attention. Uh, I'll even talk to you. You can give me your phone number. I'll call you on the phone. But I promise you, we're not talking about the Metro Mall. We're not talking about security at all. I'm gonna talk to you really briefly about what you're talking about, what the opportunity is, how much does it pay, where is it located, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's all we're talking about. And then I'm off the phone. Um, I'm gonna ask you some very specific questions like, does the employer know who I am, especially if we're talking about security work? Does the employer know who I am? What does the job entail? Um, for real, the employer needs to know who I am, uh, because people were right. Boots on the ground like me, but employers may look at me as a liability, and all depending on what state you're in. You know, I may or may not do it. What the policies are. Uh, what the laws are in that state, what the policies are of the company. Because I won't let people turn me into a paper tiger if you put me in a difficult demographic area, whether that area be black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Arabic. But I tell you, I'm starting to become a real proponent of people should police their own communities or communities that they are very familiar with, that they don't harbor anything against. So me, I should be working in a difficult demographic area that's primarily black, African American, black American, because I understand the subculture. I don't do too much. Not everything is absolutely terrifying to me. And I can operate in that community just well. Just fine. So, or I can watch an abandoned building like I'm doing now, construction site, whatever. But I'm not really bucking to do security, you know, uh, trying to do anything but. So, yeah, if you contact me and like I said, most times people don't come through. It never comes to fruition. So, I take everything with a grain of salt and I don't worry about it. You know, if we have a correspondence and it comes through, fine. If it doesn't, fine. Don't contact me with a bunch of bullshit because I'll cut you off and I'll block you and just put you out of my mind and won't even have to deal with you anymore. You know, so there's always that. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that. And deuces.